Cincinnati. It's the first of a three-game series between the Pirates and the Reds, and look who's back. It's been almost 2 years since Jung Ho Gung put on a Pirates uniform. He's there with his new interpreter, Mark Kim. He is back, so are we. Greg Brown, Bob Walk, and Robbie Ince-Mikowski with you tonight from Cincinnati, Ohio. And Jung Ho Gung recalled from AAA Indianapolis officially today from the pits from Bradenton as the Pirates and Reds get ready to play. And you look at what Jung Ho Gung has done in the past in less than 2 years, Bob. He certainly has intriguing power. We've seen it. And this is just 3 games. He's not in the starting lineup. Kind of a reward for him for the hard work that he put in.
Well, to be honest, I don't know what to expect, but not a whole lot since he's been, not playing now for almost 2 years. So it'll be interesting in these 3 games, see what he can do. Obviously, be a great help, a great story for the Pirates if he could come back and provide some of that power that he did, in his first couple seasons. 36 home runs and 220 games. I mean, that's a 25 home run a year guy right there. If he still has that in him, what a huge help that would be for next year.
The Pirates have done very well against the National League Central Division this year, and in particular against the Cincinnati Reds. They have won 6 straight games and 8 of their last 9 against Cincy. It's Nick Kingham on the mound in the Queen City. Pirates and Reds are next. The Pirates and the Reds. And Nick Kingham on the mound for Pittsburgh. A rookie right-hander, 5-7 on the year, will make his 15th major league start.
Nick has been one of them difficult spots for a young guy when you're like the 6th or 7th man in the rotation. So you're bouncing up and down all year long, whenever they need somebody, and then you're going back to AAA. But you see his AAA numbers are pretty darn good. 12 starts, 3.61 ERA, and that's why he was that the extra guy in the rotation. And I think he did a pretty good job this year, but he has to, of course, improve his big league numbers a little bit.
See the good numbers he had against the Reds here in Cincinnati on the 21st of July. He'll be opposed by Anthony DeSclafani as the Pirates and Reds get ready to take on the final 3 games of the 2018 season. Game 1 of the 3-game series tonight. Coming up momentarily, we go back to Pittsburgh, the studios, a game break with Rob King.
That little spark plug can do it all.
Friday Night Rocks on AT&T Sportsnet is presented by Iron City Beer. Pittsburgh is built with iron, Buccos, and Reds.
It's going to be a interesting, I would say, weekend for a number of reasons, but the main one, I think tonight, we touched on it in the open, is, you know, what are we going to see this weekend from Jung Ho Kang? I don't know really what to expect when he gets up there, but it's going to be something to watch. And if he's got anything, if he does something special this weekend, I know it's going to get me a little more excited about what could be a possible addition to this club, getting some power for next year. But we'll see. As I said earlier, I'm not really expecting a whole lot, but it could be there. Showed a little pop in that bat in some minor league games.
RAV4 starting lineup for the Pirates: Adam Frazier, Starling Marte, and Josh Bell, with Corey Dickerson hitting cleanup tonight, trying to get that average to 300 by the end of the year. Elias Diaz will catch. Colin Moran at third. Kevin Kramer will play second. Kevin Newman at shortstop. Nick Kingham on the mound. A lot of young, inexperienced players getting some big league time here toward the end, and Anthony DeSclafani makes his 21st start. He looks for his 8th win of the year.
Yeah, we talked a lot about how this month of September is going to be all about the young guys, a little bit of a spring training flavor to it, but it'll certainly be that in these last 3 games.
Underway. Ball 1. 71 degrees at game time. Beautiful night for baseball. Ball jumped up on Frazier there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pirates took 2 of 4 in Wrigley. Cubs won their big matchup today against the Cardinals. Milwaukee hosting Detroit. Right now the Cubs lead the Central by a game and a half. Pirates are 80 and 78. The Reds 66 and 93. The Pirates have done well, as we said, against the Central and feasted on the Reds this year. Trevor Williams, his final start yesterday. Little slapper to left, and that's a fair ball. Frazier into second base with a double.
Well, he'd like to do that every time, wouldn't
he? Yeah.
I mean, it was just like he was playing tennis.
Just served it into left.
And not only was he able just to kind of just slap it the other way, but okay, puts it right down the chalk line. And bottle that one, do that about a dozen times a year. Just fair.
He's hitting almost 400 against Reds pitching this year.
That would be the area that the Reds really would like to make some big improvement on next year. They're pitching. They always seem to, at least of late, they get that the hitting part down pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since they've really had the pitching that they need to go with it. Got to go back to when Johnny Cueto was still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been kind of a recurring theme for the Reds over the years. For the most part, the pitching has been a trouble spot. They're 4.65 ERA, second worst in the league, behind only the Marlins. Only the Padres and Marlins have a worse winning percentage than the Reds, who've lost 5 in a row.
So tough to predict. You mentioned the Padres. I can remember when they came to Pittsburgh, I thought, well, they got a pretty good young team. I'll have to watch these guys. I think they could do something. And you just never know when it comes to baseball.
And it's such a long year, Bob, because that man Jim Riggleman, when he took over for Brian Price on I believe it was April the 19th, they did start to play better, and there was a lot of promise, and it seemed a foregone conclusion that Riggleman would have his interim tag removed and they would keep him as the manager. He certainly has a ton of experience at the major league level, but the cream rises to the top, and the teams that don't have the pitching, don't have the pieces, end up falling off, and that's the case despite the bats of Votto and Suarez and the rest, Jeanette. And now we've talked about Riggleman being one of a handful of candidates that might get the job in 2019 as Marte walks. Check out the Honda defense. There is Scooter Jeanette at second, Joey Votto at first, Eugenio Suarez, Jose Peraza on the left side of the infield, Scott Schebler, Billy Hamilton, Philip Urban in the outfield left to right, and Tucker Barnhart is behind the dish.
The Pirates did such a good job of, with their pitching staff this year. The bullpen really coming around. The starting rotation looking very solid. If there was an example of, if you want to have one or the other, what do you want? You look at these two teams. It's pitching. It always has been. Get the pitching, put it with some good defense, and then you try to figure out the rest.
Josh Bell at the plate.
Teams can get creative when it comes to trying to figure out where to put hitters, how to score runs. But it's awfully tough when your pitching goes south. Not much you can do about that.
Bell with 11 homers, 61 runs batted in, that .264 average, 2 on and nobody out here, just starting tonight's ball game. Pirates and Reds. The Reds you see wearing the alternate jerseys. It is a Hispanic Heritage Night here.
Something smells like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies right now.
Los Rojos.
What is that? You smell that? It smells good.
It is. It's a great smell.
Got to be coming from somewhere a level below us, a sweet level.
SWEET level. 2-2 the count on Bell.
It's a sweet place to watch a ball game from. There's some sweets. Pure sugar.
Bucks setting up shop here. A 2-2 count on Bell. And now DeSclafani has fallen behind him 3-2. Keep in mind John Lester walked a couple in the first inning last night at Wrigley. Pirates had the bases loaded, 1 out, but he was able to strike out Jose Osuna and get Josh Harrison to bounce out. Pirates did not score. They were shut out 3-0. And Bell, a strikeout victim. For the first out.
Yeah, not a bad pitch to hit. Up belt high, center part of the plate.
Last 3 starts, DeSclafani is 0-3 with a 7.04 ERA. He had really been struggling his last time out in Miami. Gave up 5 runs, 3 earned in 5 2/3 innings, despite 10 strikeouts. A new career high in strikeouts. Corey Dickerson, that .298 average. Cracks it to left center field, and Dickerson, he's going to get a couple of ribbies, or at least one anyway, and another double. It's a Dickerson double and a 1-0 Pirates lead. As Marte stops at third, Frazier scores.
For him to clear the bases, that ball had to get out at least the warning track. They were able to cut it off, though. Seemed to hit softly in the grass.
.55 RBIs for Corey Dickerson.
That put him above 500? I mean 300?
I think he's at 299 now, I believe.
Keeps getting the 299.
Marte checking Joey Cora, third base coach. Infield back. Couple of doubles in the inning. Elias Diaz now. That .287 mark for Diaz and 9 homers. Nice to finish at 290 with 10 homers. Gonna have some work to do. And into center. This will be plenty deep to score Marte and give the Pirates a 2-0 lead. Billy Hamilton shows off that strong arm. But a 2-0 lead for Pittsburgh. 33 RBIs for Diaz.
Diaz, more often than not, he's got a good idea about situational hitting. Trying to go from center toward right field with the ball so he could lift it in the air.
How crazy is it to see Jung Ho Kang back in that dugout?
Oh, yeah.
That is just unreal. He is back in there.
Can't wait to see him hit.
Yeah. Pretty much looked like the Jung Ho Kang of old at during batting practice. But he said he couldn't sleep last night. So excited to be back. And so thankful that the Pirates, and he pointed out the Pirate fans too. He really made it a point to say how much he appreciated the Pirate fans understanding, appreciating their support, and knows he still has a lot of work to do to get back into the fans' good graces. Now, whether he returns to the Pirates next year, we won't know that until wintertime. Colin Moran sitting on 10 homers and 55 runs batted in. Corey Dickerson, another double and an RBI to give the Pirates a 1-0 lead. Sacrifice fly by Elias Diaz. Moran going to need a new bat. Those extra base hits. Take a look at Barrel Automotive League leaders, most extra base hits against a single opponent. It's 15 now for Corey Dickerson against the Reds. More than any other player has against one single team this year. Home plate umpire tonight is Brian Onora. Chris Conroy is at first, CB Buckner at second, and Fieldon Colbreth at third is the crew chief. A rare start for Moran against a lefty last night, and he had an opposite field double and a line out against John Lester. See DeSclafani looking for his third out, and this is his 26th pitch. That's hit hard the other way, sending Schebler back toward the wall, and Schebler makes the catch. He just turned his back to home plate and raced back to the spot and makes the catch. But the Pirates scored twice. 2-0 after a half. Corey Dickerson driving in the first run of the game with a double. Here is the Reds lineup. Scott Schebler, Jose Peraza, Joey Votto, Scooter Gennett, second in the league in hitting. Eugenio Suarez next. And it's Tucker Barnhart, the switch hitting catcher, with Phillip Ervin in right. And like the Cubs, the Reds hit their pitcher eighth, DeSclafani, and then Billy Hamilton against Nick Kingham. Had a real good start against these Reds earlier in the year.
That always gives you, especially if you're a younger pitcher, a little extra boost. You know that you faced a team, group of hitters, and had success against them. And you can do it again.
Ground ball, diving stop at second. Kramer can't get a handle on the ball, though. And a hit for Schebler.
I don't know if he got in too much of a hurry or what happened there, but a nice diving stop, and now he's got the out right in front of him. Tally dropped the ball.
Leadoff hit for Schebler. Kramer has made some starts at the third and second in September. Jose Peraza with 14 homers at .292 average. Kingham, if he can get past that first inning, it has been a big trouble area for him. That'll be out of play in his 14 starts. Opponents have 22 hits, 19 runs, 8 walks off of him in the first inning, and that includes his perfect first inning in his debut against the Cardinals on April the 29th, when he had that perfect game. A very memorable major league debut. Line drive, caught. Newman, one out.
Already evened out. The ground ball went for a hit. Line drive goes for an out.
Defense, Kingham works with Diaz, Josh Bell, Kevin Kramer, right side. Kevin Newman, Colin Moran on the left side. Dickerson, Marte, Frazier in the outfield, left to right. Kingham pitched perfect baseball through 6 innings on April the 29th at PNC Park against the Cardinals. His catcher that night was Elias Diaz. Joey Votto tops in the league, no surprise, in on-base percentage once again.
Home runs down.
He's got a dozen. Don't see that very often against Votto. An umpire will give any pitcher, let alone a rookie.
And Votto not saying a word.
Yeah.
Didn't even flinch.
Votto on pace to lead the league in on-base percentage for the 7th time. He'd become the 6th player in Major League history to lead his league in on-base percentage at least 7 times. The others, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, Rogers Hornsby, Ty Cobb.
Decent names right there.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Those are the all-time greats.
12 homers, 67 RBIs this year for Votto. The stop there by Diaz. And 3-2. Of course, to have a high on base percentage like he does every year, he's got to usually lead or be close to leading the league in walks. There's the list. 5 players on base percentage in the National League.
Yeah, also you got to keep that batting average up there pretty good. Close to 300 anyway. Is it 285?
Bryce Harper has 129 walks. Runner goes and it's ball. Oh, fouled off. Still 3-2. Schebler took off.
Catcher's interference.
They didn't call that. He called it a foul ball.
Yeah, how about that? Why wouldn't Votto say something?
If he said anything to him, he did it very quietly.
I would have done it in a little different way than he did. Maybe he knew it was going to be ball 4 anyway. He wanted to get another pitch to hit. I don't know, but that was really weird because I mean he didn't nick the glove. He smashed into it. That was really weird.
And the fact that Diaz and he were laughing about it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe it's because it's
nearly the penultimate game of the year.
Nearly, yes. Isn't there a name for the second to the second game?
There is a name for it. Trinultimate. But do you think that's the reason that it wasn't arguing?
Yeah, I think they just kind of like laughed it off, like it's a spring training game. What would you do in spring training? It would just kinda,
same thing, right?
Yeah.
Scooter Gennett. It's the antepenultimate night here.
Or you can just say we got 3 games left.
Could. Wouldn't be as fun.
No.
Now Christian Yelich is going to win the batting title this year. Scooter Gennett was at the top for a good stretch. He's now 8 points back of Scooter Gennett. One and 2.
Big swing, got nothing.
Infield hit, line out walk so far against Kingham. But with Chad Kuhl having undergone Tommy John surgery, Justin Message is the acting pitching coach. Ray Searage had the neck surgery a couple weeks ago. Pirates.
He went.
Jeanette says, no, I didn't.
I disagree. I didn't even have to look at third. He swung at it. Look at the bat. I mean, how far does the bat have to go?
Watch Jeanette. No, I did not. Now Suarez. But with the Kuhl out now for all of next year, it becomes imperative that the Pirates get someone kind of taking over that. Maybe you call him the 6th starter.
I called Kingham the 6th or 7th starter this year.
So
he's kind of in that role. He's up and down. And he'd pitch it to AAA until there's a need. And now, since he's been pitching and not sitting in a bullpen every 5 days, you got somebody you can plug in and expect to get innings out of.
He's facing Suarez, who's driven in 101 runs this season. One of 7 players in the National League with 100+ ribbies. Javier Baez with 111 RBIs at the start of the day. Those Cubs beat the Cardinals at Wrigley 8-4. Three and one. Kingham's last start was against the Brewers at PNC Park, and he lasted only 1 1/3, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned. Full count on Suarez.
Runners will be off on the pitch. Those are the kind of things you got to remember when you're in the outfield. In case there's a base hit, you got to figure, well, they were running. I don't have a play here. Basically, you're thinking more about throwing the ball to second base.
Got him. So Kingham strikes out the last 2, and the Pirates lead 2-0.
Jung-Ho Kang and his interpreter Mark King. I'm Robbie, it's Mikowski. Well, as Greg and Bob discussed, he's back in a Bucko uniform and available for duty tonight. And earlier today when he met with the media, he discussed the road he took to get back here to the big leagues.
정말 이렇게 열심히. I worked really hard to get back to this point and stay healthy. And I think, Neil and Clint have really honored that, and they understood what kind of work I've put in so far. So I'm really appreciative of that, and I'd like to show my way of a good response to that, and stay healthy during the off season, and hopefully we'll go from there after that.
And Clint Hurdle did say he would like to get Jung-Ho Kang a start at some point in time this week and before the season comes to a close. And the other interesting thing, Greg and Bob, that Clint said was that while it may not mean a ton to us in watching him in terms of the evaluation as we move forward to what we decide to do with him next season in terms of picking up his option, you might not realize how much it means to Jung Ho Gung to get back here as a big leaguer for the first time in almost 2 full big league seasons.
Well, Robbie, given the fact that, as he mentioned to you, that he did not sleep last night, tells you kind of all you need to know about how important it was for him to be here. And Clint Hurdle saying he wants to give him a start. Well, it's either tomorrow or Sunday.
I would love to see. I want to see him tonight.
I do too.
I want to see him hit.
Yeah, I do too.
Hopefully gets a chance to get into this ball game. I mean, there's always been, especially a ton in this last month of, you know, late changes, double switches, all that sort of thing.
Kevin Kramer flies out.
So maybe he'll get in there and get an at bat or two. I'm really curious to see what he looks like at the plate.
Seated next to Keone Keller right now. He is wearing not number 27. That number now belongs to Kevin Newman. But 16 now is the number he's wearing, and he said actually that's the number he wore in Korea. And that's the one he had hoped to get when he signed with the Pirates a couple years ago. Well, now I guess it'd be close to 4 years ago. I had forgotten who wore it, and he said he kept saying "cuz." I couldn't understand who he meant. Cuz. Nick Leyva.
Oh, Nick Leyva. I was thinking of Ramos Ramirez.
That's what I thought.
You know, third baseman with power.
Yeah.
I was thinking 16. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I forgot that Nick had that.
Newman hitting 198, 16 for 81. Full count on Kevin Newman. DeSclafani gave up 2 runs, a couple doubles, and a walk in the first inning. And a pop up. Easy for Peraza. And with 2 away, it'll bring up Nick Kingham as Newman pops out. A couple of big league hits and 4 runs batted in for Kingham.
One of those hits was ball hit off the wall.
Yeah.
PNC Park.
Was it a bases clearing double?
So, yeah, I think it might have been. I don't know if it hit the wall on the fly or maybe just short hopped it, but yeah, he drove it a long way to left field. Yeah, I think you're right. It was a significant hit at the time. At 4 RBIs, yeah, probably was a bases loaded double. Did they say eyes or I? Because I meant to say RBIs. Just in case I didn't.
Why wouldn't you say RBIs?
Because I might have messed up.
Oh. And I've heard people call it RBI. It sounds so weird. Why do they do that?
I don't know.
You guys got 10 RBI. What? Yesterday, the Pirates announced that Chris Archer would not start the last game of the season on Sunday, as was originally scheduled, due to a groin issue that apparently he's been dealing with for a while. Pirates leading 2-0. Nick Kingham against Tucker Barnhart.
22 pitches there in the first inning. I want to see if he can get out of this one quick, maybe a dozen. That's what he would like right there, a first pitch, get a ball put in play, but hopefully the next ground ball's right at somebody.
Point Park University Instagram from Jordan Luplo. What a wild ride. Lots of ups and downs, lessons learned. Season coming to an early end. The appendectomy. Thanking family, friends, teammates, supporting them all along the way. Can't wait to go after the off season. And Amanda was Chad Kuhl's fiance. Thumbs up for being able to hitch his elbow now. Had the Tommy John surgery last week. So Chad Kuhl will miss all of 2019. And because of that, it opens the door for guys like Nick Kingham.
Along with Santana. He'll the same way.
Yep.
There'll be some opportunities for some guys next year. Somebody is going to have to move into his spot in the bullpen.
Kingham spent all of 2016 recovering from Tommy John surgery. He knows all about that rehab process. Phillip Ervin hitting .257. And a 3-1 count. Line towards center. There's Marte. Barnhart scrambles back to the bag.
Marte, nice read on that line drive.
Now DeSclafani, will he bunt? He's got a home run on the year.
Think he'll be bunting?
I do think you will be, yes. Would love to know if guys like Jim Riggleman, more old school than most.
Bunt more?
Yeah. In situations that scream for bunts.
We've been talking about it. It seems like in the past, every time we bring it up, the guy's swinging, whoever it is.
Gets it down, gets it done. Sacrifice.
That was just how you draw it up. You're bunting the guy to second, put the ball down on the first base side.
Here now, Billy Hamilton. 234 average. He's driven in 29. We talked about it a lot in this season series. The Pirates having won 12 of 16 against Cincinnati. You can almost point directly to the fact that Pirates pitchers have gotten Hamilton out for the most part this year. See, 152 against the Pirates.
Yeah, keeping him off the bases is critical. He's a havoc causer. And I think we've done a good job against Votto also, which
yeah, Votto's hitting .218 against the Pirates this year.
in the past it seems like he has scorched us many times.
Barnhart, the runner at second base with 2 outs. Kingham walked a man in the first, walked Votto. Now he falls behind Hamilton, who's walked a couple of times this year against the Pirates and has struck out 13 times in 46 at bats. Scott Schebler on deck.
In this scenario, you definitely want to pitch to Hamilton over Schebler. Runner in scoring position at second base. But it's not going to happen.
Two on, 2 outs.
Hamilton switching to his running gloves. Good thing there's somebody in front of him. Schebler has his hitting gloves on. Good job by Diaz keeping that one off the Gorilla Glue. If that ball goes to the backstop, it just sticks back there on that wall. Doesn't bounce off because of all the glue. I got some of that Gorilla tape at home.
It works pretty good, doesn't it?
It does what it says.
On a strike on Schebler. He needs a new bat. Not one of those.
You know, you'd think you would, like, if you brought out extra ones, you get them numbered or something where, okay, now if this one goes, or A, B, C, D on it, something. So the bat boy knows what's next in line. This one. Of course, there's a lot of guys probably don't really care, but
right.
Some hitters, they definitely have a preference. They know which one is their gamer, who they want to be the next in line.
Schebler hit the ground ball in the first inning. Kevin Kramer made the diving stop, but couldn't get a handle on it. Went for an infield hit. It's Kevin Kramer, rookie, starting at second base. Third start for Kramer at second. Started 3 at third. Bell. Well, the Reds strand 2 more. They've left 4 on the first 2 innings, and the Pirates lead 2-0 from Cincinnati.
is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Let's go Bucks!
2-zip. Buccos leading it here in the third. Ending the year in Cincinnati, they will begin next season here.
It's like having a 6-game series. Day off to rust up.
A big day off.
Yeah, to rust up in between the first 3 and the last 3.
It will be here before you know it. March 28th, a Thursday afternoon. Right here in Cincinnati. Interesting to see what the two clubs look like as Elias Diaz sits next to Kingham.
What will be the pitching matchup that day?
Matt Harvey for the Reds.
All right.
And he'll go up against Trevor Williams.
Okay.
One down. Actually, I'm going to amend that. If Tyone gets the win tomorrow, it's Tyone. That's how important tomorrow's game is. Determine opening day starter next year. Speaking of next year, 2019 Pirates season tickets available. Full, half, and 20 game plans. You can pick the plan that fits your needs. Get year-long benefits like price discounts, flexible exchange policies, team store discounts, and much more. Pirates.com/season tickets. So what do you think, Bob? That's my prediction. Let's hear
Well,
something
I like yours.
from
I
you.
like yours.
Okay.
It depends on tomorrow. How about Archer?
What about him?
Well, I think Clint likes to go to veteran on opening day.
Yeah.
Guy's been around long.
He also likes to reward guys.
With Nova this year.
He often says he likes to honor the men, honor the player. So because of that,
One of those 3. I think we'd be fairly confident of that.
I'm going to say Tyone wins tomorrow. He starts opening day.
Okay. I'll write it down.
Better borrow somebody's pen on a piece of paper. Audrey, got it. Still have your Pfister pen, by the way?
I mailed it back to him.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I sent it back because now they know I had it.
Sure they do.
I couldn't keep it now. I put it in the mail when we were in Chicago.
It was nice of you. You could have waited till next year when you went back. Little tapper. Marte going to try and beat it out. Nice play, Jeanette.
Very nice play. Glove to glove.
Big stretch from Votto.
Marte looking over his shoulder, trying to see the replay up on the big board. Wanted to know just how close to beating it he was going to be. It was a close one. Greg, look what I got, though. Even though I've sent the Pfister one back.
We don't stay there anymore here.
No, I got this from Chicago.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. See?
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You steal the pen the last day of a series. You hold on to it. You mail it back the following city.
I like to think I'm borrowing the pen.
Which one you got? This is all you need to know about where Bob, the hotel at which he stayed last. That's all you need to know. 2-0 lead. Those 2 first inning runs. As Nick Kingham makes the start tonight. 15th in the big leagues. Peraza pointing toward the bright light, the ribbon board advertising.
He doesn't want the taste of Belgium up there.
The bank's now open. It's too bright for him. Home plate umpire Brian Honora trying to.
I think that's it.
Well, that was the direction. I don't know what else it would have been. He was pointing up that way.
Nobody really seems to be
too concerned
jumping
about
to the telephone and doing anything.
And as soon as Peraza stepped in, he pointed at right away. There we go. They turned it off.
Yeah, that's what it was. Can't have that up there.
Does that mean they're closed?
They will be tomorrow. It's the weekend.
Well, after that, Brian Honora calls that a strike. We got that light turned off for you. Cost you a strike. Two and two. Nick Kingham was drafted by the Pirates in the 4th round 8 years ago out of a high school in Las Vegas. On the infield to shortstop Newman. Shortstop position going to be an interesting opening day right here in Cincy next year. Who will be the Pirates starting shortstop in 2019? Line to right by Votto. A 1-out double.
Yeah, that's what you're used to seeing Votto do, the extra base hits. What a player he has always been. Not quite the threat with the bat he used to be, but he's still somebody you're very aware of when he's up there at the bat or on deck. Jeanette's having a hard time keeping his feet after these swings. Keeps ending up kneeling on the ground.
Cincinnati's own Scooter Jeanette.
That strike 3 pitch on him last time, was it? It was in, wasn't it? Off the plate inside. So they'll go back there again now. They got a couple of strikes. Maybe double up inside. 2 in a row. See which way Diaz moves. He's gonna wait as long as he can. Just gonna stay in the middle. Get that curveball bouncing in there.
Jeanette not finishing the year as strong as he had hoped. As we mentioned, he was looking to win a batting title, but he's fallen off considerably. Just 5 hits in his last 25 at bats. Hovering around the 200 mark for the last week. Still, he's been an excellent pickup. Claimed off waivers from the Brewers last year.
Nice change up there. Way out front, cued it off the end of the bat. Little chalk for that. If a hitter's ever like cued one off the bat and then went to the chalk line and kind of
that'd be cool.
Yeah, a little, little spin down there on the line.
See the month, what a month of May, huh? Hit almost 400, Scooter Gennett. Peck. Bell retires Gennett. Votto to third, 2 outs.
The third baseman,
So Gennett 0 for 2. We're talking about Gennett and not finishing as strong as he would have liked, and we discussed the Reds pitching staff, which in recent years has struggled, but the offense has been a bright spot over the years for the Reds. Almost every year, but boy, you look at the last 2 weeks, they've scored fewer than 5 runs in 14 consecutive games. That is tied for the Reds' 3rd longest single season streak since 1950. Look at that, 20 runs in that stretch. And you look at the fewest runs scored in a 14-game span going back to 1969. That's hard to believe for this Reds team.
Hey, looking at some of those other clubs, you can almost see reasons why. But here, you got a great hitting team in a little tiny ballpark. No reason for it. Like the Padres, they were like expansion team, and they were playing the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
That old Jack Murphy, before they moved the fences in, took a lot to get some offense generated there. That Expo team, weren't they kind of shutting down operations?
Yeah. Yep. Right about that time.
That might even been when they were in Puerto Rico.
I think so. As Bob said, this ballpark, they're built for hitting.
One of the best in the National League, that's for sure. Comes to hitting it.
To center field, Marte back and looking up. And on cue, Eugenio Suarez ties the game at 2. His 33rd. And his first home run in over a couple of weeks.
As a starting pitcher coming in here, you gotta almost have the same attitude when you go to Denver. You know you're probably going to give up a home run, maybe even a couple, but you got to let it roll off your back and hope they're solo shots, or worst case scenario like here, just one guy on. But it's going to happen. This place plays very small. Doesn't matter who you are. You're going to give up a long one here occasionally.
.33 homers, 103 RBIs for Suarez. Quite a while though since his last homer.
Well, that one was pretty legit. Dead center field.
That's his 3rd homer of the month and his first since September the 10th. And a liner toward right, and Frazier tries to make the catch on the dive. Barnhart going to try and get a rare triple, and he will.
I hate to give up an extra base hit when there's 2 outs. You know, a lot of teams, when there's 2 outs, they try to play no doubles. You know, play deep, give up the base hit in front of you. But in this case, Frazier takes the gamble, and he doesn't win that gamble. So now, instead of a runner at first and 2 outs, which you should be able to handle, it's an extra base hit. You have a runner in scoring position.
3rd triple of the season for Barnhart, the catcher. Intentional walk issued to Irvin.
It looked like the base coaches all have mohawks.
Because of the cameras they got on their helmets?
Yeah. They're crazy looking cameras.
Local TV putting helmet cams on Billy Hatcher and Freddie Benavides.
Look at that. Mohawk. We're going to get those on some of the players. What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Umpires.
DeSclafani. Reds pitcher dropped down a bunt in the 2nd. He, as we mentioned earlier, has driven in 4 runs.
Even the Red pitchers hit a little bit.
Good trivia question. Who's got the best collective team batting average amongst pitchers in the National League, pitching staffs? The Reds, maybe?
I think that'd be a good guess. Bet you get the biggest slugging percentage.
Yeah. Those are the home runs from Lorenzen,
yeah,
along with 1 from DeSclafani. Cardinals. And Cardinals hit 150. They also have 6 homers. Pitchers. Strikeout of DeSclafani, but Suarez hit the home run to tie it 2-2. Allegheny Health Network Super Bowl look on a Friday Night Rocks. A home run by Suarez ties the game. And DeSclafani, his 21st start. This is his 3rd this year against the Pirates. This is 9th career start versus Pittsburgh. 2-3 at .365 lifetime ERA. Nick Kingham giving up the 2-run homer to tie this one up. Dickerson, Diaz, Moran against DeSclafani. That average at 300 at the moment.
299.7.
So let's say he ends tonight hitting 300. Does he play Saturday and or Sunday?
No. That's my guess.
Yeah, I like it.
No reason to. Have plenty of players down there. Young guys want to play. Give them some time. Corey has had an excellent year. Might even take him out after this hit right here. Yeah, now he's going to have to get another one.
Yeah, now he's going to have to bat at least one more time.
Took him off the 99.7. All right. Work to do is all.
Elias Diaz sacrifice fly in the 1st. I like the fact you're willing to commit. You've got a lot of blasts in you.
Steve will tell you what he thinks.
Yes, he will. You may not like it, but he's going to tell you exactly what he's thinking. Might not be popular.
It might be just that side of that.
Just this side of an opinion. He got a nice letter from Gene Schiappa of Altoona recently. Very nice handwritten 3-page letter from Gene, big Pirates fan. In that letter, and he showed it to me, she said, before I forget, the cameramen and women on AT CIN Sportsnet are the #1 professionals. On a scale of 1 to 10, they are at least a 15. Popped up our way, Bob. Come on, grab it. We were flailing your arms all over the place.
I was nervous. It was coming back here at me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever catch another foul ball.
Really?
I think I'm done now, yeah.
Wow.
I think I'll just let you take over.
Oh, come on now.
No. Like, I had no interest in that one. I'm like, please don't make it all the way up.
Is this the only ballpark anymore that
yeah,
is Milwaukee?
Because there's not much of an overhang. I think everywhere else has that little overhang or is way up high.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any. You got a shot at it here. Riverfront, the old one.
Oh my gosh.
We got 3 or 4 a night in there.
I got one. No kidding. I got 3 in 1 year.
It amazes. It was amazing how many balls would come in there, just one right after another.
You know, here we are the last weekend of Pirate baseball. Hashtag Bucks Booth. Did you catch a foul ball? What was your favorite moment this year at the ballpark or watching on AT&T Sportsnet? And this is it. Your baseball fix. So pass along your thoughts. Hashtag Bucks Booth. There's a drive to left. That's a great moment. That's a big homer.
Way out of here.
Clear the second deck. A cannonball from Elias Diaz, and he does reach the 10-homer mark and gives the Pirates back the lead. 3-2. His second RBI of the night. And a 10-homer campaign. What a year for the Pirates catchers.
That one was so high too. That was like it was a cannonball, but it was when it came out one of those mortars. Almost went straight up. Yeah, you put the catching position together as one player, and that is a heck of a season.
Another look at the home run. It's the 24th given up by DeSclafani, the 10th hit by Elias Diaz.
A hanging slider.
This is cracked the other way, but out of play. Moran lined out to the warning track in left field, his first at bat. That was a blast from Diaz. Moran with 10 home runs. Strikeout number 4 by DeSclafani. StatCast AI powered by AWS. We're going to take a look at the numbers. 102 miles an hour.
They're 28 degrees. Yeah, that excellent launch angle, Greg. See a lot of those.
Kevin Kramer has some pop. We have not seen it on display at the major league level yet. Elias Diaz, Francisco Cervelli, catching tandem. Kramer flied out to Hamilton in left center. Just 3 hits, 29 major league at bats. He has struck out 16 times and just a couple of walks. And a fly ball to right. Nearing the wall is Irvin. And Hamilton, they combine, collide, and Hamilton makes the catch. Billy Hamilton.
I believe he hung on to that. There it is. Shows it to him.
What a play from Billy Hamilton. Going way up to get it.
It's time for the Toyota all-wheel drive RAV4th inning. Toyota, what drives you?
First pitch was a strike to Billy Hamilton, who just made that sensational catch, leaping at the wall. And he's on for the second time, and this time a leadoff hit.
You will think he would be running. Hitting gloves off, running gloves on.
Fielding glove on here.
Makes this catch and then leads off.
That is a heck of a play.
To keep your concentration,
Yeah.
you know you're going to get run into, and then hold on to the ball, then let it roll out of the glove when he hit the dirt.
You've got the ball, you've got the wall, and you've got Phillip Ervin.
You got it all.
Hamilton is third in the league in stolen bases. 32 steals in 42 tries. Trey Turner, the Nationals, leads the league. Starling Marte is second with 33.
That's really not that great of a success ratio with his elite speed.
I'm kind of surprised he's not ever led the league in stolen bases.
Can't steal first.
Yeah. 50 plus each the last 4 years, but has never led. Strike called 0-2.
Kind of a nice pitcher's strike zone tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it really is.
I like it. Brian O'Nora with the right arm going.
And that'll be out of play.
Second ball is hit in that section.
Very nice. Doesn't really care about the baseball at the moment. Let's get to that popcorn.
Popcorn. I think that might have been what I was smelling earlier.
Nah, I'll bet.
Fresh popcorn.
Kingham's given up the 2 runs on 6 hits. One of the hits, an infield single by Schebler.
Well, right now he's got Schebler swinging at just about everything. He hasn't given him a good pitch to hit. But Schebler is going after everything. That's really your goal, is to have those guys try and hit pitchers type pitches. And that's what Schebler's been swinging at. There you can see the locations. Ball 1.
You saw the bullpen. Pirates have Michael Felice and Stephen Brault loosening.
Probably more of a pitch count thing than anything else. And with Clint just not getting off the phone, this could be imperative to stay in the game. But you got to get Schebler out.
Believing that Hamilton is going to be taking off here. Elias Diaz has done a good job throwing out runners. Hamilton has stolen more bases against the Pirates than any other team, any other opponent. 54 in his career.
Yeah, hits us better than anybody else.
62 attempts. Tapped, and Kingham lets it go.
In that particular case, he might have been better off grabbing it and throwing to second. It's not going to be a double play ball anyway.
If he gets Hamilton.
Now, if he catches it right there, he's got the force out at second. Or maybe he just didn't think he could catch it clean. Didn't want to take a chance of deflecting it.
Jose Peraza trying to get Hamilton home. Leads all major league shortstops in hits. There goes Hamilton for third. Ball to strike. Hamilton took off to try and swipe third base.
Kramer's all over him.
Second baseman Kevin Kramer tonight.
I mean, he's doing a really good job. He's playing up the middle anyway, so he keeps acting like he's about to break to the bag any second. And that keeps Hamilton close.
Four hits shy of Barry Larkin's team record for hits in a season by a player whose primary position, shortstop. Barry Larkin had 185 hits in 1990. Barry Larkin, who recently told the Reds that he is not interested in an interview to be their manager at this time. And Frazier has it measured in right. Two away. Kingham will face Votto. Ed Sheeran brings his North American Stadium tour to PNC Park tomorrow. New seats just released, including watching the show from a suite. For more info and tickets, go to pirates.com/Sheeran. It's going to be it for Kingham, as he has reached apparently that pitch count that Bob was talking about.
Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
3-2 ball game. Pirates lead it. Nick Kingham back to the dugout. Joe Musgrove, Trevor Williams, Jameson Tyone, and now Stephen Brault.
Brault's numbers this year. Gonna have to cut down on those walks next season. 56. What is that? 88 innings.
Votto 2 for 9 in his career against Stephen Brault. A walk and a double and a run scored for Votto. If there is one criticism of Votto, hear from some who follow the game closely, it is these situations that he will not expand the zone to try and drive in a run. And here he's seen nothing. First base open, but Scooter Gennett is on deck. No easy out himself.
Oh, with Gennett hitting behind you, I would say he's in the right to make sure he gets a good pitch to hit, or say, all right, throw strikes to Scooter. See where that gets you.
Swings at that 3-0. 3-2 now. Gennett has not hit cleanup all year. But it's been a formidable 3-4 punch for the Reds. Talk about the offense. I think that scoring runs has not been a problem for them. Most of the year that's the case. And he got a piece of it. Just gets a piece.
I think Votto just asked right there if that was a strike or not. What about if an umpire, when you ask him that, he says, I don't know, I couldn't tell.
You tell me.
He swung it. He must have thought it was a strike.
What kind of a question is that?
You know, you can have a lot of fun if they would take it right.
And the stolen base for Hamilton on ball 4 to Votto.
Pretty much had a running start. With his speed, that was going to be no contest. And if you're going to steal third with 2 outs, there better be no contest. You don't want to get thrown out over there to end the inning.
$299 ribbies on the year for Scooter Gennett. Hamilton and Billy Hatcher. Votto over there. Bell holds him on. Gennett's first year with the Reds in 2017 hit .295, drove in 97 runs.
It is really amazing what happened to him. He was a Brewer, and he played about half the time. That pinch hit for him against lefties all the time. Wouldn't start him against lefties. And finally they let him go. He comes to Cincinnati and instantly becomes one of the very best hitters they have. Left-handed, right-handed, didn't matter.
23 homers, 92 RBIs this season, and Votto will walk into second. For Votto, his second stolen base of the season. What's he doing?
Yeah, he was trying to get him to throw to second base. Like, no, Hamilton's down here at third.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, with somebody else, you probably go ahead and try and take that out, but not Hamilton.
Strikeout, a ground out. And again, sitting on 92 runs batted in. And now a 2-man in scoring position for Scooter Gennett. And a stop made by Brault, and the lob to first to get the out. Stephen Brault is the last out of the fourth. Pirates lead by 1. Baseball starting Marte taking his power and speed to a new level. Plus, Joe Musgrove and Stephen Brault discussed the long road from high school in California to sharing a dugout in the major leagues. Those stories plus top plays debuting tomorrow after Pirates postgame. Don't forget a late afternoon game tomorrow. Nick Kingham congratulates Brault that run off the board as Hamilton was stranded at third base. So Kingham goes 3 2/3, gives up 2. And Justin Message talks with him as Kevin Newman leads off. Deep short. Peraza.
Late.
Called out. Is he out? That is the question.
I'm going to say he beat it with the naked eye.
All right, so you're going to say the Pirates are going to challenge?
That's what I'm going to say.
And it's going to be overturned.
What do you think, Greg? Come on, get your foot down. Get your foot down. Oh, I think he's going to be out.
Just like you said. Not going to challenge. Votto getting way out there. Those little things.
Yeah,
a guy like Votto can do for you.
That was the difference, right, in that one for sure. Got as close to that baseball as he could. So that's what you can't really see with the naked eye, stuff like that. You gotta wait.
I know that. Allegheny Health Network Supermo. I don't know, man. The other night before last, Pirates had a call overturned just exactly like that.
That one was
exactly.
Now I think he's safe again after watching that one.
You do not waver, do you?
No, not at all. Pretty. Steve and I both are pretty like rock solid. We take a position, we stay there.
Yep. Steven Brault looking for a hit. Always looking for a hit.
Loves to hit.
Yeah.
Made his night. They got this at bat.
Called out on strikes. 5 Ks for DeSclafani. We asked if you have a favorite moment this year. Maybe you caught a foul ball. Maybe you were on a road trip. Maybe you watched a game on AT&T Sportsnet. Hashtag Bucks Booth waited out a 2-hour rain delay. And our son lucky enough to be given a ball from Reyes. And this young lady got a baseball. 2-in-1 game, in fact.
So
nice.
Small, she had a hard time holding them both.
Thank you for those pictures. Fun to reminisce, think back about the year.
When I start thinking back, my mind immediately goes to the multiple snowstorms we seem to have had to start the season. Cold, cold everywhere we went. And nobody could hit except the Pirates were hitting in that cold weather. That was got the team off to a real good start. We're in first place in the middle of May.
Yep.
Things were looking good. A little bit of a roller coaster up and down this year.
Ball third strike, 6 Ks for Anthony DeSclafani. Pirates go down in order, but lead 3-2. Ballpark tour. Check out the dugout, batting cages, press box, even the Pirates clubhouse. Off-season tours are now available, and tickets start as low as $8. So go to pirates.com/tours. Vince Harrison, Josh's dad, on hand here, the Cincinnati native. Have to figure that Jay Hay will get at least one more start in the final 2 games in his hometown.
Always a nice contingent out watching play here in Cincinnati.
Again, hashtag Bucks Booth, and this young man got a baseball from Josh Harrison.
Viking Pride.
Princeton Viking Pride High School.
Next generation.
And Jay Hay went on to play at the University of Cincinnati. Into center, Marte. Suarez, who homered his last time up, will be retired to start the bottom of the 5th. Stephen Brault will turn Tucker Barnhart around to bat right-handed. Barnhart 2 for 2 off Nick Kingham. Made that play and kicks off the second base bag, and Barnhart is 3 for 3.
We could see that coming, couldn't you, as that ball was rolling out toward the bag? You knew it was going to hit the bag and bounce away. Right about now. Why they put that bag out there, man? They know the ball's going to hit.
No place else to put it.
Fair territory. Let's put a camera on it. Base cam. Didn't they do that at one time?
They've done it. They've done it home plate, haven't they, too?
I don't know if they can do the whole plate, can
I
you?
sworn there was a plate cam once, about 10 years ago somewhere. Postseason. Not in the plate, it's in the grass.
It's nowhere near the plate then. If it's in the grass. I bet you were wrong. Nice slider down and in for a swing and a miss. I don't really like the idea of the helmet cams on. Wish MLB would let the runners wear those. I mean, why not? Can you think of a reason not to? Guess not. Greg?
What's that now,
Can
Bob?
you think of a reason why they wouldn't?
Wouldn't what now?
Allow those cameras. I mean, they don't, but I mean, why wouldn't they want to do that? I think it'd be a cool thing.
You mean on players?
Yeah. Hitters, base runners.
Why don't they allow it?
I don't know. I think it'd be a neat thing.
Didn't Javier Baez yesterday after the game take his camera, his phone out and take a selfie?
On the field?
Yeah.
I didn't see
right
that.
after the last out.
They do that kind of stuff during the All-Star game a lot. I don't know if you can do that during.
Baez was out on the field. I think he had his phone. He pulled it out and he took a selfie with 3 of his teammates after they won the game last night. Strikeout.
Well, technology makes it where there's more and more things that can happen.
Now he's got a phone in that wrist guard.
It looks just like a wrist guard to me.
Yeah.
I think it's a phone.
No, the phone is in that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, his phone. He's got a much smaller phone than I.
No, it's not.
He had the phone. There's a picture. He put it on Instagram.
I want to see that picture.
All right. Justin Message out to talk to Stephen Brault. With a pinch hitter coming up.
That's their way of like a little skit for the end of the game.
Oh, is that is a skit?
End of the year skit.
Oh.
Or end of the game skit.
Gotcha. Dilson Herrera announced as the pinch hitter. So Justin Message with a scouting report. Dilson Herrera with 2 outs. Herrera originally signed by the Pirates out of Colombia. He was traded to the Mets along with pitcher Victor Black in the Marlon Byrd deal. August of 2013. Brault was traded to the Pirates from the Orioles. Stephen Brault, the La Mesa, California native, traded to the Pirates. Travis Snyder sent to Baltimore before the 2015 season. Cracked foul.
That was a nice grab.
Dad make that catch?
I believe he did. I saw a glove go up and it looked like he made the catch.
Well, is he a hero now, huh?
Watch, there it is, backhanded.
Oh man,
backhanded.
Jeez, it's a bullet.
Yeah, nice. Thank goodness he caught it.
They're all laughing and smiling now.
Yeah. Wow. Well, he had backup there in case he missed it. There was someone backing it up. Whew.
Struck him out looking. Stephen Brault, 1 1/3 scoreless. A lot of smiles.
Oh,
Pirates
look at
leading
that.
3-2. Friday Night Rocks 3-2 Pirates going to the 6th.
They're rocking. Little chicken dance action.
Here's Wandy Peralta. Takes over for DeSclafani.
Consistent. He walks somebody for every guy he strikes out.
Now looking down the road, here's a lefty. Might we see Jung Ho Gung bat this inning if gets down to Moran's spot?
He's just sitting down there at the end of the dugout. I don't see him with a bat or anything. I would say no.
Bell next, and then Dickerson. 0-2 the count on Marte, who walked in the first inning and was retired on a nice play in the third by Jeanette and Votto. And off the glove of the shortstop Peraza. Leadoff single for Marte.
It's definitely in the right position. All he had to do was go straight up. He was actually a little late getting up there. Ball hit too hard. Chicken dance.
DeSclafani gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. Just 3 hits, including an Elias Diaz homer. Marte has 33 steals. Question is he going to get to that 20 homer mark?
Yeah, in this ballpark, he'll get there. But I think he's going to get a steal also. Another one. Maybe right now.
And a chance for an infield hit for Bell. Safe. Two on and no one out.
Worked just like a good bunt. Down the line of the grass. I thought Peralta did a nice job getting to it. Bell runs too fast.
Back to Corey Dickerson and the story about a man trying to finish the season at 300. .299 hitter right now. RBI double in the first. Struck out in the fourth. He has certainly held his own against lefty pitchers this year. The .289 average. He'll be the Pirates left fielder opening day 6 months from today here in Cincy. Still 0-2, 97 up out of the zone from Wandy Peralta.
They like working him upstairs, trying to get him to chase up there, which he will do occasionally.
And a little tapper off the glove of the pitcher. And now we'll wait for the official score. Base hit.
Two for three. That'll put him over.
Back-to-back infield hits for Bell and Dickerson.
Almost kind of an infield hit for Marte. Line drive off shortstop's glove.
Bases loaded. Jim Riggleman is going to bring on a right-hander with no one out. By T-Mobile. How about Elias Diaz? So far tonight, sacrifice fly in the first, brought home Starling Marte to make it 2-0, and then in the fourth inning, launches his 10th home run of the season.
Second deck. That was a blast.
He faces Matt Whistler. The bases loaded and no one out. Strike on Diaz. No grannies yet in his major league career. A couple of strikes on him. Base runners Starling Marte, Josh Bell, Corey Dickerson. And did he go? Yes, according to the first base umpire. On the appeal, that's Chris Conroy. Did he?
Take a look. Yeah.
Really?
Don't you think the bat and the ball were like an inch apart as it was coming through over the plate?
There are 3 people that thought he went.
All right. I will rescind my opinion.
You?
No, I've rescinded my opinion.
Okay.
I can do that.
Colin Moran now has 2 grand slams, including the home opener, right?
He went for it. The big swing that time, trying to hit that into Kentucky.
Grand slam.
The opener.
His first at bat in Pittsburgh of Lance Lynn. Pirates won that opener 5-4 over the Twins. Crack towards center field, sending Hamilton over. This is plenty deep for a sacrifice fly. It'll be the second time that Marte has scored on a sacrifice fly. And the Pirates take a 4-2 lead.
Both times, ball hit center field. Situational hitting. You get out there quick, you try to pull. I mean, that's when you pull the ball down and hit it on the ground.
This is Bill and Diane Moran. Look at Bill, Colin's dad. He thought that was another granny.
I think he wanted more, but he'll take that.
Those are Colin's parents. There's a base hit to right for Kramer. His 3rd major league ribby, and the Pirates take a 5-2 lead. He's starting to have better at bats, even though it's still sporadic in terms of his playing time.
Well, he'll definitely be in the picture for next year.
Kevin Kramer, career hit number 4 and 3rd RBI. Now another rookie, Kevin Newman. Those 2 runs charged to Wandy Peralta. Still responsible for Dickerson at second. Matt Whistler has gotten a strikeout of Diaz, the sacrifice fly of Moran, and the base hit to Kramer. Newman has popped up and bounced to Peraza at short. Picked up from the Braves this summer, Matt Whistler. Who's that guy? Double D. Danny Darwin. Pitches popped up. And Jeanette will make the catch. Pirates pick up a couple. 5-2. Thank you very much, Rob. That was obviously quite a moment. It just keeps getting better, it seems, for Christian Yelich. Pirates get a couple more runs. Sacrifice fly, Colin Moran, base hit. Kevin Kramer leading it here 5-2. Stephen Brault in relief of Nick Kingham. He has a chance to pick up a W. Walk on a base hit for Hamilton so far tonight. Hits just .213 from this right side of the plate.
Brault gets through this inning nice and clean. It'd be hard for him to give a W to anybody but him, wouldn't it?
Yep.
He inherited the lead, but he's doing a great job of maintaining it right now. And I got to give it to a bullpen guy. Started it in go 5.
Unless it's spring training,
Which just kind of feels like.
they can actually give wins. They do, even though it's silly stats in spring training, but it's kind of comical when they announce winning and losing pitchers in spring training and they give a guy that started pitches 1 inning.
They got the win.
Yep. Vasquez in there. Herbie Andrade, the bullpen. There's a called third strike. They thought they had gotten him on the previous pitch. Back to Rob King, another game break. That's a kind of a bittersweet moment, I guess, for David Wright, to think about how great a career he had and how much better it would have been without those injuries. And to beset his career. And Steven Brault, is there a better defensive pitcher in the league than this guy? He grabs everything.
He can do it all. When it comes to fielding, hitting, very good at all the ancillary stuff. And when he's throwing strikes, he is very tough in the pitching department too. Nice backhand. He can sing. Yeah, that you were talking about David Wright. That is kind of a bittersweet, kind of sad situation. He was so good there for quite some time, and to have it end like that the last couple of years, not being able to get on the field. Career cut short. Did he win the home run hitting contest at PNC Park All-Star game?
He might have. You might be right. You might be correct, I should say.
Right with an R.
And a base hit for Peraza. Got to hurry. Marte does, and well done to hold Peraza to a single. MLB at Bat, your #1 Pirates app. Customize your experience, catch every moment, get Pirates home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV game of the day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. And look who's getting ready, because Steven Brault is due up first in the top of the 7th inning. So
how nervous is he?
Jung Ho Kang is going to pinch hit.
Be like his first at bat ever in the major leagues. Be like probably a little bit of a feeling like a Wright.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We were talking about Wright.
Wright was in that home run hitting contest, but he didn't win it. Dog. He was in it, but he didn't win it.
Two outs and 0-2 count on Votto. If Brault can retire Votto, how quickly will Jung Ho Kang step out onto the on-deck circle? He said he could not sleep last night, knowing he was back in the major leagues. Richard Rodriguez getting ready. Kang has not played in a major league game since October 2nd of 2016. This is where he made his major league debut, of all places, and just one-hands it into center field. And Marte going to fire toward third, but way over the head of Moran, and that will allow Votto to go to third. Base hit E8.
Pretty wild throw by Marte. I mean, he's trying to one-hop this one into third. That's your goal. You're not trying to throw it in the air, just a one-hopper. So when it goes that high, that's a big miss.
Almost out of play. Would have brought in a run.
Hit the railing, stayed in there. Message out, talking things over a little bit with Brault. All these younger pitchers have known message now for a while.
And Kramer to Bell. That'll do it. Good job by Stephen Brault. Coming back, we're going to see Jung Ho Kang. Pirates lead it. And this is pretty amazing stuff. Think about, in fact, first of all, that he's here. We thought this was never going to happen when he had the DWI situation in Korea and then could not get a work visa. The United States government would not grant him that visa all of last year and the start of this season. And out of nowhere, it seemed, toward the end of April, he got that work visa. Started eventually playing in the minor leagues, hurt the wrist, had wrist surgery. And here he is, pinch hitting for Stephen Brault in his first major league at bat in almost 2 years, the place where he made his major league debut, April 8, 2015. And a line drive base hit. Oh my goodness. On a 1-0 pitch, Jung Ho Kang comes back and rips it into left field. Wow. Some guys can just plain hit. I mean,
that's pretty you get up there first at bat in 2 years. Second pitch you see. I mean, yeah, this wasn't a C-9 ground ball, nothing like that. There's that leg kick that we've always seen. And just lines it in the left field.
Something else. And that's hit hard toward left center field over his Schebler, and he makes the catch. Frazier lines out to left center. Do you remember when Kang, after he had that knee torn up in September of 2015, had the surgery, he didn't come back the following year, recovering from that surgery, until May. In fact, it was May 6th, 2016 at Busch Stadium. His first game back, he hit 2 home runs that night against the Cardinals.
I do remember that.
I mean, this is going to be a very tough decision for the Pirates this winter.
As you said, some guys can just hit. When did? I don't know. I hope you know it. I might be asking you something you don't know or can't answer.
When they have the
maybe
deadline to make the
have
decision.
I already asked you this question?
I think you haven't. I think it's the,
the
World Series.
World
I think
Series, like the day it's over or
I
something
believe it's
like
a couple days after the series.
that? They have to decide. It's an option, correct?
Yeah, $5.5 million. This is what we're talking about in St. Louis. Again, keep in mind he had not played a big league game since the previous September. In his first game back, he hits 2 home runs to help the Pirates beat the Cardinals 4-2. Now he knows he made some major mistakes, of course, Gong.
I remember him coming out onto the field in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah,
that?
the wild card
playoff
game at PNC Park. The incredible ovation he received. When we're talking about David Wright and what could have been, think about all that took place
last 2 years.
You know, when Gong, because of what Gong did. This ball's going to drop into left center field. Hamilton's going to cut it off. Gong into third, and into second with a double is Marte. Marte on base for a 3rd time. And Whistler giving up the hit, the line out, and a double. And it will bring up Josh Bell. But because of those mistakes, because the Pirates then didn't have their power hitting 3rd baseman, that set in motion. I mean, but first of all, 2 years ago they didn't make a move at 3rd, thinking maybe he would be back.
Yeah, I can remember
that position just kind of sat idle.
He'll be there for spring training. He'll be there for when the season, and it just kept on and on and on, getting pushed back, and then he ended up missing the whole season.
New pitcher coming on. And a Jung Ho Gung fan on hand to watch Gung return and pinch hit for Stephen Brault and line a single to left to start this 7th inning.
Well, word got out fast. On the road even.
Lined a single to left. Amir Garrett faces Josh Bell. Infield in. 2-0 on Bell. On deck, Corey Dickerson. Garrett, the fourth pitcher. DeSclafani went 5. Wandy Peralta did not record an out. Matt Whistler reached the 6th and the start of this 7th. And it's 3-1. 2 stakes on the table for Josh Bell. The infield in.
At this late stage, just put it away. 2 more runs. 5-run lead. Big hit to get.
And a shot. Oh, what a play that was by Jeanette. What a play. Even Starling Marte wants to give him congrats. I've never seen that before.
No,
I've never seen a player on the bases actually shake the hand of a defender like that.
I think Scooter was a little leery that it was going to be a trick. He didn't want to do it at first, you see.
Man, 107 miles an hour off the bat.
Heck of a play. That's maybe worth a handshake. You see what Scooter was like, really? You're not going to
Yeah.
This something was a trick. You're tricking me.
Marte says, wow. Corey Dickerson, 2 hits and 3 at bats.
So if Dickerson hits a ball off the fence for a double, does Scooter like shake his hand out at second base, say, hey, nice hit?
He should.
Yeah.
I don't think Bell's. Well, I wouldn't be thrilled. I just robbed me of a hit and 2 ribbies.
But I think that's why it's very unusual to see because of that.
What a play by Scooter Jeanette. Dickerson once again over the 300 mark. He's at 301 now for the year. And Clint Hurdle has said he has actually pulled players. He mentioned one in particular, Jamie Carroll. Carroll was hitting at 300 for a season. Pulled him at the end of the year, so he could hit 300. Jamie Carroll is a special assistant in baseball operations with the Pirates. There's Brian Esposito, the manager at AAA Indy.
We'll sit down with him today, didn't you?
Yeah, we'll have that on our Sunday pregame. And you're going to sit down with Francisco Cervelli.
Yeah, but that's not in the book yet, so let's not.
Don't promote it yet.
Yeah. Once I get it recorded, then you can say anything you want about it.
Yeah, we had a nice conversation with Esposito today. 2-parter for Sunday. Our final down on the farm on the radio pregame, following the Neil Huntington final sit down with the GM. Dickerson down on strikes. final out, but quite a thrill to see Jung Ho Kang rip a pinch hit single to left.
Sportsnet is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We'll beat anybody's price. Find out more at barrel.com. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
Well, Jung Ho Kang, big hug from Francisco Cervelli.
Gave him the wave off. He'll sleep better tonight.
Yeah. And we'll either start tomorrow afternoon or Sunday afternoon. Here's Richard Rodriguez.
Rich Rod, 63 games now.
Suarez hit the 2-run homer in the third. Tied the game of Nick Kingham. So 63rd appearance of the year for the rookie Rich Rodriguez. He's going to end up with over 69 innings of work. He's right now sitting on 87 strikeouts for the year. And between the shortstop and the second baseman for a leadoff hit. And now Tucker Barnhart, who has 3 hits and 3 trips to the plate. Tomorrow afternoon, Jameson Taillon makes his final start of the year, looking to pick up his 15th win. Michael Lorenzen on the mound for the Reds. Coverage starts at 3:30. Sunday, don't know yet.
Thinking some sort of bullpen game Sunday?
And it all depends on who's used tonight and tomorrow. Tucker Barnhart 3 for 3. Brewers have a 4-3 lead at home over the Tigers. They are in the 4th inning. Cubs were winners earlier.
Rockies Nationals also in the 4th inning. Rockies up 1-0. Dodgers will be in San Francisco for their last 3.
At the moment, the Dodgers occupy the 2nd wild card spot. The Cardinals, that's a tough loss for them. They're now a game and a half back of the 2nd wild card. Barnhart bunts it toward 3rd, and it's a real good one.
It's that play that we talk about all the time, and look how early they squared it around, right?
No need to disguise it, right?
Just
nobody there. Just turn and make sure you get it down.
Take off and run once you contact, but yeah, he did that right. I mean, they're looking for base runners here with nobody out. That was a smart move.
What's left here with the final few games left this weekend? Brewers need a win to stay a game back of the Cubs in the Central. Dodgers again occupy that 2nd wild card spot.
And the West is up for grabs too.
6, 4, 3 double play. Newman to Kramer to Bell.
Belt high 2-hopper. Couldn't ask for that. Anything better? No room service double play.
Here's Mason Williams to pinch hit. The rookie has 117 at bats. Stephen Brault went 2 1/3 scoreless. Richard Rodriguez
needs to strike out Williams.
He needs to?
Yeah, well, he very seldom goes an appearance without a strikeout. That's what we're talking about. Big strikeout number.
By the way, can you believe he has more strikeouts than Felipe Vasquez?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
He's been a strikeout machine this year. So it'll be surprising to go through this inning without striking anybody out.
Yeah. almost the exact number of innings with Vasquez, but more strikeouts. Jesus Reyes and Jared Hughes in the bullpen for Cincy. Oh, there's a save for Elias Diaz and the Pirates.
Diaz has, I think, made 4 or 5 great blocks tonight in this game. And that's just another one there.
Keeping Suarez at third. The Pirates leading by 3. They've been out hit 11-9. The Reds have stranded 11 men. Needs the strikeout. Billy Hamilton next.
Swing and a miss right here.
How about a caught looking?
That'll work just fine. Rack up another K.
Evgeny Malkin. And the Penguins open their regular season by welcoming in Alex Ovechkin and the Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals to PPG Paints Arena. Coverage starts at 6 with a special 1-hour pregame show here on AT&T Sportsnet. Can you believe hockey is here already?
Oh yeah,
It's unbelievable.
Well, we're done Sunday. It's time.
I know. It's amazing.
Time is here.
Or some of us might say a mezziga. Richard Rodriguez puts up the 0. Here's Jesus Reyes.
Just his 5th appearance. To give up 1 hit.
"25 years old from the Dominican, Jesus Reyes." Well, good luck to the Pens. It's a great year for them. The Steelers, much needed win last weekend. Elias Diaz, sacrifice fly, home run, strikeout. And as Bob said, some outstanding plays behind the plate. Blocking those pitches in the dirt. We've got Diaz and Cervelli set behind the plate in 2019. That one stung a bit. There's a nice insurance policy in Jacob Stallings. So they're pretty much set at that catcher position. The configuration of the infield will be interesting. You know that Adam Frazier is going to start every day somewhere. You've got Dickerson, Marte. You got Polanco hopefully back sooner than early June. Sharply hit. Nice play, Peraza. Some nice defensive plays here in this ball game.
Yeah, that was nice. And played off to his side so he could get a nice long hop. That's why he lets it get out to his left.
By the way, 108 miles an hour off the bat there.
He can follow that ball a little longer in case it takes a little bit of a funny hop, make an adjustment.
He has made some nice plays over there at short. He has also committed a league high 22 errors at that position, the most in fact in all of Major League Baseball at the shortstop position. Robs Elias Diaz of a hit. Deep. Colin Moran clears the deck.
What do you think?
Cannonball coming, number 11.
What do you think, Dad?
Dad thought that one was gone off the bat. 11 homers for Colin Moran. Second RBI of the night, gives him 57. There he is. Mom and Dad. 6-2 Pirates.
Cracked this one. Tried to go up and in on him. Ran right out to the end of the bat and out of the ballpark.
Oh, hard hit by Kramer. He's having some fine at bats here in this game. And he sees Irvin overrun it, and he winds up at second base. Should be a single and an error.
Yeah, he had come to a stop and then took off again. And he's running hard out of the box because off the bat you're thinking, okay, this could be two. Right there, he saw the ball was stopped, and he didn't come to a complete stop, but he slows way down and then takes off again. Right there, and that's why it was not a double.
Second multi-hit game. And now his buddy Kevin Newman wants to bring him home. Get his first hit of the night.
Soon on deck. Chance to take his licks.
He's popped up a couple of times on the infield and grounded out tonight, Newman. And there's Osuna. And this one past Votto into shallow right, and Kramer, a little bit of a stumble, will score without a throw. single RBI for Newman. 7-2.
Ball was almost caught twice. Would have got stopped at any point, would have saved a run. He's having to stop at the corners.
A dozen hits for the Pirates now, leading by 5. And Osuna just gets under this one and pops it way up there.
Bet you the exit velocity was good on that one. A mile high.
Fifth RBI in the majors for Newman. Kramer. 2 hits, RBI, run scored. Double play combination. Kramer and Newman. And now Frazier. Colin Moran's home run.
He is very happy with that home run.
You can just tell he was really digging into that box. Sent one into the bushes. Michael Felice checking in on the action.
Good thing they get those little squares cut out there.
Whoa, a bullet. And Frazier has lined out twice his last 2 times up. Bucks lead at 7-2. The bottom half of the 8th inning in Cincinnati. And as you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. Colin Moran, a couple of RBIs. Home run. Now Michael Felice getting some work in.
Not the year that Michael was hoping for, the Pirates were hoping for that matter.
Elias Diaz also with a home run.
Maybe it'll be Feliz though that Gonna have a little bit of a comeback year next year. And fills that hole that created with the surgery to Santana. Have to be somebody.
Wow.
Didn't mess around there. Hamilton discussing the strike zone. It's a good pitch, I think.
Very good.
Glove didn't move. Right where the target was.
Schebler led off the first inning for the Reds with a hit off Nick Kingham, who went 3 2/3. Stephen Brault 2 1/3 scoreless. Brault in line to win his 6th. Richard Rodriguez pitched a scoreless 7th. Pirates pitchers don't have a 1-2-3 inning yet. And Felice is going to have to come back from a 3-0 deficit for that to happen here in the 8th. Reds have left a dozen men on base. I don't know whether this is intentional on Felice's part, but looks as though he's just getting the ball. Well, until now, Schebler stepping out, but
getting the ball
trying to be quicker paced.
Yeah,
I like this.
No, thinking about stuff. Just look for the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Rock and fire.
Well, walked him after all.
One thing that there's certainly though, and I don't know. I don't think a lot of people were talking about this. Is his fastball's at 92.
Yeah, you're right.
He was throwing 96, 97, 98 when the season started. Now we've seen Rodriguez throw 92 all the time. Throws very well, but it's just different from what Felice was when he first got here.
Hits a call there against Peraza.
A little bit of an old-fashioned strike zone tonight. Don't you think?
You like it, don't you?
Yeah, I'm old-fashioned.
A lot of people like those. Well, I mean, a lot of people like old-fashioned people. Yeah.
Evan Williams liked old-fashions.
Oh yeah. Who's Evan Williams? Oh. It's Chris Conroy is the first base umpire. He'll be the home plate umpire tomorrow. And then on Sunday, the final game of the 2018 season. CB Buckner.
It's the last call.
The toughest man to strike out in the National League, Jose Peraza. Michael Felice struck out Hamilton to start the inning, walked Schebler, and it's a 2-2 count on Peraza.
Strike him out.
He did it. Strikes out Peraza.
He was able to reach back a little bit that time. He got 95 on the strikeout pitch. Been playing possum.
Yeah. Bell, and that's that.
Nice inning.
Relatively quickly. Votto's not real happy.
AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by the Chevy Silverado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
7-2 Pirates onto the 9th inning. And new shortstop is Blake Traha. Brandon Dixon takes over at first. And for the Reds, Raisel Iglesias is on the mound, their closer.
74 strikeouts in 69 innings. Marte, Bell, and Dickerson.
Michael Felice pitches a scoreless bottom of the 8th.
I like the quick pace he had. Just get it, throw it, no thinking, no walking around out there. Look good.
One ball, one strike. Dovydas Neverauskas is going to be coming on for the bottom of the 9th.
Another excellent candidate for the empty bullpen spot next year.
One ball, two strikes on Starling Marte. He has scored a couple of runs. Jordy Mercer watching tonight and have to figure that Clint Hurdle will also get him a start either tomorrow or Sunday. Finish out the year.
He'll probably be out there with Jay-Hay, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Whatever day Jay-Hay is going to play.
Two balls, two strikes. Three and two. Be kind of a important moment here. Trying to walk, a rarity. Twice in a game, back-to-back games, and history. It just doesn't happen. Walked twice yesterday, and he walks twice tonight. Marte has now walked, what, 6 times last 5 games. Walked a total of 5 times his previous 42 games between early August and September 23rd. First time ever he's walked twice in back-to-back games. You're looking at the new Starling Marte. Turning over a new leaf. Bell lifts one to left.
Didn't seem like he missed that one by much either. You know, Osuna just barely getting under him.
Now tomorrow it'll be Jamison Tyone on the mound for the Buccos, and he will oppose Michael Lorenzen. 3:30 Pirates pregame presented by WB Mason. Coverage again at 3:30. That will be the penultimate game of the year. Second to last.
This is the anti-penultimate?
Uh-huh.
Anti-penultimate. How do you say that? Penultimate?
Mm-hmm. Dickerson, 2 hits in 4 at-bats.
300.
Right there.
Get a hit.
Get a hit and
take 2
sit
days
down.
off. Get a hit, take 2 days off. Come on. Line drive.
Into center field as it kicks off the shortstop. And now heading to third is Marte. He's there.
You have to give him a hit on that, don't they? They gave him an error. It's not an easy throw. You see guys throw that away all the time. It's not routine. Let me ask you a question, Greg. Seriously. To decide whether a play is a hit or an error, if a big league player makes that play like 95 out of 100 times,
yes, then
it should be an error when he does it. Pitchers throw that away half the time.
They have made that much more difficult than it should be.
So that by that criteria, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my argument. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Very good.
They throw the ball away all the time. They turn and throw to second. We got to figure out a way to get him to 300. Stay there.
Yep. Let's see. He's facing Lorenzen tomorrow. We'll check out what he's done in the past against him. Diaz shoots it into the seats. And Dickerson 0 for 4 in his career against Lorenzen.
He's due.
Sal Romano pitches Sunday. Dickerson is 1 for 4 against him. Diaz chases, Second time he's gone down on strikes, 2 down. Colin Moran now. Pirates will go with 3 more outs, go 13-4 in the season series against the Reds. Be the most wins the Pirates have picked up in 1 year against Cincinnati since the 1960 team went 16-6. And Colin Moran has himself another hit and another RBI. Got to get his folks to more ball games.
Yeah, putting on a show for the parents.
3 RBI night for him.
The second baseman, Kevin Kramer.
Bucks leading 8-2.
At the same spot the home run was.
Kevin Kramer. His last 3 at-bats have been solid. Robbed of extra bases on a great play by Billy Hamilton. Colin Moran, a 3 RBI night. Last 2 times up for Kramer. RBI single to right. Base hit to right his last time. Now, the previous 2 at-bats against rookies, and here, good test for him against an established closer. We often talk about that in spring training. You look at the, not necessarily the numbers, but maybe some at bats these younger players get against legitimate starters.
Well, a lot of times the other team's best bullpen pitchers are
that's right,
going in the 4th inning.
Yeah. And here's an example of kind of the difference a pitcher can make as Kramer goes down. Colin Moran, a big night. Pirates leading 8-2. It's been a lot of fun having year of great Friday night rocks. Latecomer, our featured artist tonight, and thanks to Iron City Beer for presenting Friday night rocks all season long. Looking forward to a lot of great Fridays in 2018. Dovydas Neverauskas looking to finish off the Reds. Colin Moran, big night for him, 3 ribbies. And again, the Pirates going to go 13-4 against the Reds this year. Scooter Gennett 0 for 4. That batting average has dipped to .310. Talked a lot about that. Obviously, he's not going to win the batting title. Christian Yelich is going to come away with his first batting title, actually the first ever by a Brewer. Last Red to win a batting title, Pete Rose, back in 1973. Bob's fine, don't worry. He'll get over this little coughing and sneezing fit at some point. If you could only see him struggle for the cough button.
Yeah, I got a session like that occasionally.
Well, yeah, but it's hilarious to watch you go and then you miss it. You hear the end of the cough.
You can hear that?
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Just a little bit.
Quick. These buttons sometimes they're.
Oh boy, here we go again. How many years he's been
I think they don't work perfectly every time.
Right. I know. Not your fault.
Yeah.
Not your fault. Another year of perfect broadcasting. Right center, Marte over. 1 away. Flawless broadcasting. I guess this is our last broadcast together, Bob, tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't even realize that.
I'm going to be on radio tomorrow and TV with Joe, so yeah.
Okay.
Good one.
Thank you. You too.
25 years.
It's been flawless.
25 years.
Yeah, for you too. Yeah. Somebody just told me that.
Awesome.
25 years for you. Congratulations.
Sitting next to you for 25
Congratulations.
years. Good
Really,
job.
really nicely done.
It's been an amazing 25 years. I have to admit.
That describes it.
All those people out there that think we don't like each other.
Let's keep it up. I don't want them to think otherwise. I like that. It's one of the things they ask us all winter long.
Why doesn't Greg like you? Greg loves me. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's not go overboard.
Okay. He puts up with me.
You know what we should do next year? Bobblehead. We've had the bob walk falling off the chair bobblehead. Oh, broken bat. Big chunk of the bat splinters off and lands on the infield. Suarez, a 1-out base hit. What if we have like a we could create a kind of a bobble as you're sneezing and reaching for the cough button.
One of those strings you pull out the back and you can hear it go off.
Or just have one with the box. You in a headset in the box, and maybe you're trying to hit the button. You're hitting the wrong one. Bob walk, talk back. Bobblehead.
We need a Greg Brown.
No, we don't.
Yes,
we
do.
that.
We haven't had one.
We haven't had a Wainer. We haven't had a Wainer yet. Or a block.
What did you just knock down now?
Probably a cup of coffee or something.
Fell right here. What was it?
It was just the other headset.
It didn't hit anybody. Oh, that's right. There's a
catwalk, little mini
to catch things.
Mini catwalk. Yeah,
it's down
We're fine. Audrey, should we bring that up?
Yeah, pull it back up. Pull it back up. You got it?
Antonio, John, Audrey, thank you. Fly ball toward right.
It's not good.
No, sir. Neverauskas gives up the home run to Barnhart, and he has his first career 5-hit game. That's his 10th home run of the year.
And the Reds certainly have some pieces in place. Got a excellent catcher. You know, Greg, you go back through the last decade or so, it seems like the National League Central Division has always had some real good catchers.
Yes.
Of course, you know, Molina's been here for so long. Well, but 6 rows up, he got it all.
Neverauskas had just come off a couple of scoreless outings. We're kind of praising him because he's really struggled in his early career, less than 2 years in the big leagues, having clean innings. No runs, no hits, no walks.
I think it comes to control, Greg. He gets that taken care of. He'll be here to stay.
Gesundheit.
I had the button pressed.
I know, but it was so loud it doesn't matter.
What's the smoke from the
half the people in the ballpark?
It's the smoke from
the
home
know. It's
run.
not, like I said, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Look at that.
It's causing everyone to sneeze.
How could you not sneeze with that coming in? Need a little wind around this place. They messed my hair up by sneezing so hard. I'll have that fixed by the time we go on camera. Don't worry.
Fixed. Have that fixed.
Yeah, all straightened out.
Kurt Casale on deck. 8-4 ball game. Hits even at 13 apiece.
Yep. Swung at that one.
And the Reds down to their final out. The 81st win of the year, and even though the Pirates are going to play only a 161 game season, it guarantees that they have a winning year. There are not many people that thought coming into this season that this club would win as many as 81 games. That's for sure.
The thing that I think happened here at the end, we were quite a bit below 500. September came around, and I think everyone was like, "Okay, we're going to play the kids. You got to get the young guys. Got to get them out there. Got to give them some playing time for next year." And it was kind of like, "Wow, what's going to happen to the record?" But September was a good month.
Yeah.
And I kind of proved that you can put a couple young guys in the lineup every day, and it's not the end of the world as far as wins and losses. And the young guys, they're out there. They're trying so hard to do so well and start a major league career.
A lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the Pirates are better served doing it this way when they're out of the race, rather than last year where they really struggled despite playing veterans like David Freese and Sean Rodriguez. costing younger players at bats. They went 11-16 in the month of September last year.
I love the way they did it this year. And now, you know, Pablo Reyes, Kramer, Newman, I mean, all of them, they all know what it's like to be in the big stadium, to have an important at bat at the end of the game, maybe come through, maybe not. You know, both things are good, and whether you're the GOAT or the hero. Stallings the other day with a walk-off, Lavarnway with a walk-off.
And Jung Ho Kang today, a pinch hit single.
Yeah, hit it hard.
Francisco Cervelli reunited with Kang.
Francisco might be done for the year. I don't know if he's going to play anymore.
Nice finish. Raise the Jolly Roger in Cincinnati. 81 wins for the 2018 Pirates.
Good one.
Stephen Brault gets the W.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brault went out there and did a very good job in middle relief. Deserved to get that win. And we've been talking all about this offense and how can it get better next year. That was a good night tonight. 13 hits and 8 runs for the offense.
Jung Ho Kang came back and was part of this offensive barrage, the 13-hit attack. As was Elias Diaz. Well done, Buccos.